Bob Dahl East Bay, Sand Island, one sunny summer day, 1968. One has to recognize that East Bay, Sand Island, looked considerably different in 1968 than it does today. Not only has the shoreline changed drastically, but the human footprint of multiple premium residences and even the seasonal residence has changed. Scanning the bay in 1968, one could see many of the structures from a time long past. Decaying docks, houses, sheds, and other structures stood vigil over the bay as though waiting for its masters and mistresses to return any day now. Windowless homes moaned in the rising winds, crying for attention. But the founding population had passed on. The new residents, many of them descendants of these earlier settlers, had moved closer to the Middle South in the bay. The farthest south was Gert Wellyish and then Lawfields. Although both lakefront homes, neither could be seen easily from the lake. The first home we see in this video is the Palm/Bond descendants' property, whose home was actually Herman Johnson Sr.'s home that had been moved to the site a few years earlier. Next is the Emby Dahl home that originally belonged to a man named Deason, an eccentric doctor who liked to sunbath in the nude. Next, we see the C.O. Dahl home built in 1942 by the same carpenters who built Gert's home. The Noring/Herman Johnson/Cole's home was next, with Ed and Jack Cole being the owners in 1968. The Coles lived in the old Noring home but built their dock on the old Johnson property. Their home, as well as the abandoned Abel property, could not be seen from the lake. The rest of the bay, up to Hanson/West Hagens, had been totally abandoned. Jacob Johnson's, Moe's, and the Harold Dahl's homestead stood as silent sentries to what once was a thriving community. The West Hagens purchased the Hanson estate around 1957, and the Coles followed, as they were friends back in Ripon, Wisconsin. I remember distinctly watching Philip Dahl bring the Adela D. Boat had been built by Uncle Mel, from their anchorage to their dock in the bay. That is Carl Jr., in the red shirt working on a lawnmower. The video ends with a shot of the magnificent sand beach to the north of our dock and the more rocky beach to the south. Music by Taylor Dahl and Robert Dahl. Video and music rights reserved.